Hello my fragrance lovers and my good smelling companions, Dominic here for Fragrance Reviews. And today, as requested by one of my subscribers, we are going to do something of a more sort of entertaining nature today. We are doing spray-offs with a collection of fragrances here. I can't find where the other samples of the replica have gone to. And I had a lot of other ones that don't actually spray either. They're samples like Penhaligons and things like that. But we have some here, and we also have quite a few that are obsolete and that won't spray anymore. So that's a bit of a pity. For example, the Sachet Eros, I can't get a spray out of that. Or Acqua di Giù Profumo, or Stronger with You Intensely. So those will just have to be sort of flower pot fragrances, just to show that I have them in my arsenal. No, but I also had several others like Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme, Stronger With You, oh no, not that one, Dolce & Gabbana the one, those are gone. So we have some here. We have probably 5 pairs of fragrances that we can compare. So why don't we go ahead and start off with this by Dermot O'Leary, kind of an Irish one, Vetiver and Cedarwood, and Pure XX. Yes. So this is going to be our first 2 contenders. This one has a nice punchy, fresh smell. Beautiful sort of almost laundry type kind of a theme with just that Vetiver and Cedarwood. Really, I mean that's probably what's going to come out of this one. Now, I may not have memorised all the notes in these fragrances, but I think I'll have a general idea, so I do know what they smell like at least, so I'll know what I'm smelling first. And so let's see if we can get a spray out of these 2. Alright, if they will still spray. The idea is that we get a spray up in the air and we sort of see which one is perhaps the more punchy. Oh, okay, I have to say I smelled this one rather than this one. This one sort of came a bit later. Yeah, I think, sorry to say, but this is a beautiful fragrance. This I think has already beaten Pure XX, which isn't so good for this one, but this isn't the best fragrance anyway. It's yeah, so a nice punchy notes of this hit the nose sooner than this one. Both very nice, yeah, but you know what, I do like this one quite a bit, but I'll have to get another bottle of this again. Actually, this was really quite lovely. Okay, so round 1, I think it's clear that this is a great fragrance. It has more notes in it, so this one is a bit of a daring one because it's not popular, and it's just I don't know an awful lot about it. I just know that it smells pretty good. It's Vetiver and Cedarwood. It's got this masculine hit as well. It's an unusual one. This thing though, obviously more popular, and you know, this being a bit stronger doesn't mean that some might prefer this fragrance. So that's our round 1, I suppose. And out of those 2, yeah, they're not the most interesting fragrances, but you know. Let's see, we go on to Replica Jazz Club versus John Varvatos Vintage. Yeah, these 2. This is kind of a leathery sort of what do you call it? Yeah, vintage, almost like brandy cigar kind of thing. And this is sort of the jazz club scene. You've got maybe a sense of kind of maybe a bit of tobacco, maybe a bit of I can't remember all the notes in this thing. It's been it's more of a sweet sort of hit to it than this thing. But it'd be interesting to see which one of them kind of stands out more. I'm guessing probably this one, although this is a very distinct and fairly sharp opening as well. But we'll give these a shot anyhow. Here we go. We need a bigger spray from this one, I'm afraid. It's not coming out. Oh dear, it's going to be a bit of a failure, isn't it? Let's try again with just giving them each a small spray. There you go. Right, well that was about even. Yeah, surprisingly, this was quite a challenging one. For the first instant, I think I could get this one. This is very powerful, a strong opening. It doesn't actually have great performance, but not as this one either. But this, I think, I'm almost think it's a nicer fragrance in some ways. But I think after the first instant, I can immediately smell this stuff. So again, if the sprayer was a bit more even, again, that would have been a bit more of an even standoff. But yeah, I'm still going to have to say that Replica Jazz Club only just beat it, but only for the first kind of instant, and I think it started going more towards John Varvatos Vintage. But you know, it's a bit of a tricky one. How do we actually decide who wins this? But if I had them both on my hand, perhaps. So there's one now, and on the other side, perhaps a little farther. Oh, it's almost even, all right. Yeah, it's a very hard one to tell, really, but you can smell both of them all right, but I think I'm getting a bit more out of this than John Varvatos Vintage, but it was a very close one for those two. I'm not sure if you have any afterthoughts on those, but this is an adorable fragrance. It's very, it's beautiful, it's kind of formal, it's a gent, it's kind of suits kind of thing, but it can also be a bit of a relaxed one as well. Very versatile cologne. This one is very much the all about the jazz club kind of thing, and it's punchy. It's kind of it's also opening is also quite soft, and there's something very very unique to Replica, the way that brings back these thoughts and memories and themes like that. So this is a cleverly made fragrance. If I was to buy another of these two again, I would put this aside for now and I'd get another one of these actually, even though this one isn't perhaps the stronger of the two colognes. That's a bit of that on those two, and let's see if we'll find another one to go on to. Another pair. Yes, I think we'll do Prada L'Homme versus Invictus. Right, this is the kind of aqua fresh kind of a fragrance. Almost finished again, so we might have some more issues there. I do have a sprayer there if need be. And this one, yes, it does actually spray, but that's on standby in case this kind of fails. Haven't had great preparation, obviously, for this, as you can see. Sort of winging it here, but this is supposed to be spontaneous anyway. So we have this contender, Prada L'Homme, which we've recently reviewed, and then we have Invictus by Paco Rabanne. Let's see if we can get a spray out of these two. This one does not need a top to come up because it's all just right here. Let's have a bash. It's Invictus, I think. Yeah. Invictus is lingering in the air. I'm getting smaller traces of this one. It's not actually all that powerful. Yeah, I'm already getting kind of beachy vibes here and the whole aqua thing. So Invictus has been a nice one. Yeah, I did a review on this one a long time ago. But you know, for this time of the year, this is also quite a nice one to be using. But I'm sort of into Prada L'Homme at the moment, and right now I couldn't say which one I'd buy next because I'd have to kind of use this one a bit more, see how comfortable I am with it. But I'm sort of liking this one, and as a kind of more sunny weather is coming up, this one might be perhaps more worth my investment than Prada Lawn. I'm not sure which one is kind of made better than the other, but if I were to guess, I think this is a slightly better quality fragrance than this thing. I mean, I believe this might be a bit more synthetic, but then that could be a guess, I'm not sure. But out of these two, yeah, I think this one would win the spray off contest. So out of these two fragrances, we have a winner, Invictus, and second best, Prada Lawn. Okay. Now, looks like we have, yes, I wasn't sure which one to pair this one off with. It's still kicking around here at the moment. We have Jo Malone London, Orange Blossom, and Tresor. So, here we are. Now, this is of course a very strong fragrance, but so is this. So it should be very interesting to see which of these two speaks louder. See, this one is a kind of unisex, so I mean, I'm still afraid though that this one is going to win because I'll get something feminine and then that'll sort of... But this is also fairly feminine itself, so I just want to see how this goes, and let's give these two a shot. 3, 2, 1, and blast. I think I know which one is the winner, but I'm going to spray again. I think it's Jo Malone actually. Yeah, it's extremely powerful stuff. This is a close second, I'd say. I'm definitely getting a mixture of the two, but after I'd sprayed it, I was like, yeah, definitely Jo Malone is there. And then this kind of trailed in there as well, kind of like an after. I suppose it does kind of depend on how the spray is dispersed, but that was another close one, but I think I'm going to be giving it to this. This probably would, I mean, it'd last about the same time, but I think maybe I'm just used to wearing this, and even mixing it with this thing, I could still tell that this was present, and I wasn't really thrown off of this and totally caught up in the other one. So I think this one stood out just a little more, believe it or not, although this is a powerful feminine scent, and a bit surprised at her, but you know, that's how that one went. Out of these two, I mean, you can't really compare. This is totally sort of, I mean, this is a unisex fragrance, Jo Malone Olive Branch, and this thing is Tresor by Lacombe. You know, definitely not really to be compared, other than just which one sprays, which one comes out a bit stronger than the other. So I think Jo Malone is going to win that one, and so much for Tresor that time. But that was a very close one again. So I believe we have about one more to go here, and I couldn't think of what to pair Creed up with, but I have Le Male, Jean Paul Gaultier, so we're going to try Le Male and Creed Aventus. Why not? Because there's that strong cinnamon sort of thing in Le Male. It's very distinctive, and it might just eclipse that kind of pineapple-ish from the Creed Aventus, even though Aventus has a longer sort of lasting and better projection sort of hold. All right, so let's have a go. And, so the final contenders. Now, if Aventus wins this, we could put it up against Jo Malone London, but we'll see about that. We've sort of an overall champion. So we're going to take the Creed bottle out. So Creed. Yeah. Get all the other vibes out of the air. Of course. I'm going to try and maybe aim this towards myself so I actually get some on me while I'm at it. Might as well. Right then. Let's hope these actually work, shall we? they're going to kind of do it in a V shape towards me. I'm just going to sniff down it. Alright, here goes. Again, that's fairly close actually. I'm getting both of them in my nose. It is very hard to tell. I think what hit me first was Creed. Then sort of the like that got my notice first, and I can smell the Creed more now than the Lamal. I did get a trace of this, and I thought maybe this is one, but I think it's been beaten by Aventus. Yeah, this is the stronger Cologne. I mean, it shouldn't be that surprising. Okay, so Lamal is a brilliant scent, guys. It's very much a woman pleaser, you know, and this is an all-round sophisticated, all-time favourite with men, Creed Aventus. So if I was to buy one of these again, I'd prefer to buy this, but I'd probably buy this. You know, this is too pricey. So that'll be a bit on that. Shall we see if Jo Malone is a bit of a stronger spray than Creed? We can afford one more spray from the Creed Aventus, I think. So we'll pitch these two together, and we'll see if we can kind of get a bit of a champion going on here. Oh, yeah, Aventus wins again. I can get that pineapple immediately. This kind of disappeared and became sort of... I can just smell Creed, that's all I can smell. This is an extremely powerful fragrance, actually. But it took a lot for it to sort of drown out the Lamal. But yeah, Aventus, the old king. But close second would be this. And then I think Lamal would come next. Then, you know, out of those other ones, the strong ones really are Invictus as well. Definitely that Jazz Club, Pure Execs, Boss, they're not really even worth mentioning, but the other strongish one is definitely a John Varvatos vintage. So, no, it is a shame we couldn't have had the Versace Eros, Strong With You Intensely. That would have been great fun, and my all-time favourite, pretty much, my signature, which is the Acqua di Gio Profumo over there. Empty bottle, I'm afraid. So, what did you think of that? Do you think that would be rather accurate, rather fair? Again, it's a very subjective experience. But I've enjoyed it. It's been a bit of an interesting interesting video. So if there's any more sort of videos like this you'd like me to do, just let me know down in the comments. I do have a kind of side hustle I'm working on at the moment, so I don't know whether to put this channel on hold again, but anyway, we've had a bit of fun, and hopefully we'll just see what happens next. And you're not going anywhere, so if there's another upload, I'm sure you'll be notified. So thanks for joining me again for another interesting fragrance video, and hope to see you in another one before too long. We shall see. As always, ladies and gentlemen, march forward, smelling good.